What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trolltek here. So today we are getting into Kinnporsche episode 2. So in the last episode we are introduced to a multitude of characters. Porsche, who's the bartender, fuckboy guy. Kinn, who's the mafia heir boss. Something like his dad technically is in charge, but it looks like he's handing over the reins to Kinn. We meet Porsche's little brother, Porsche, I believe his name is, which obviously is going to play a role to keeping Porsche in check because, you know, Porsche wants to protect his brother. We got his uncle, who is a gambler, which is definitely going to come into play. Who else did we meet in this episode? We met his dad, obviously. I think his name was Mr. Korn. They didn't give us a first name, so that's what he is for now. Well, who else didn't we meet in this episode? Oh yeah, there was the two right-hand mans for Kinn, the Aussie guy and then the guy with the man bun. What else? Who else? I'm just trying to kind of refresh my memory of like what else happened. But yeah, so Porsche is forced really to become Kinn's bodyguard. Though Kinn doesn't really seem to be the one that wants it. His dad wants it, so I had the theory that there's some connection deeper than just him looking for a bodyguard for his son. Yeah, that's kind of what we know so far. I did also have a theory that the other guy that we saw in like the opening credits where it showed a couple of characters, I think his name is Kim. I'm like 99% sure that that's Kinn's brother because the naming sense is too similar. So I'm pretty sure about that, but I might be wrong. Because there's no way a mafia boss is only having one son, potential heir, you know. That seems risky as fuck. So he definitely has a brother or brothers. I don't know how many brothers he has, if he has one brother, whatever. Well, based on the opening credits, we only saw one other guy that was named similar to him that could potentially be his brother, and usually in those opening credits, they only show important characters, so maybe he only has one brother. I don't even know if that's his brother. I'm just theorizing, and I'm just like, in my head, I've already decided that's his brother, but he might not be. But yeah, so Porsche is kind of getting inducted into the family, I guess, in this next episode, because in the last episode, we saw him entering like the mansion, and, you know, I guess they're going to give him, you know, a change of clothes and, you know, so he can get a suit and stuff because he is a bodyguard. So we're going to see how this all plays out, but I am curious because I feel like Porsche is not going to be like the other bodyguards who are kind of like servants. I don't see him being like, yes, sir, bowing his head. So we're going to see how he navigates this very like, rule-centered world, I feel. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into episode 2 of Kinn motherfucking Porsche. Okay, here we go. Oh, they got like a full system. That's kind of crazy. I guess it makes sense. By the way, I realized where I've seen this guy before. There's every like on my YouTube FYP, I see like there's you see random videos, and I've seen his face a couple of times. I think he has a YouTube channel as well. I think that's where I've seen this guy before, the Aussie guy. I mean, it's bad, but it makes sense because if someone has personal communication devices, there's a risk of traitors. Like it makes sense from a strategic sense, but it is also like very anti-human rights, but they are mafia. I don't think they can give two fucks about human rights. I guess it's so they can track his calls as well, so they can listen in to all the phone calls made by the bodyguards. Yeah, there it is. Come on, bro. You aren't gonna shoot him. Oh, that's the boss's right hand, right? Three, okay. I knew it. I knew that was his brother. So, Kim is the youngest. Kin is the middle child, and then they have the older brother. But it seems like Kin is the next in charge, so that's interesting. He's not the oldest, though. Maybe the oldest is like such a problem that the dad was like, "Yeah, you're not gonna take over after me." The bodyguard is also a maid, basically. Oh shit! Come on, man! Don't get started already. I told you he's gonna be a problem. Oh, so I think these guys are. I think these guys are heirs to other families. I mean, it's your fault for fucking around on your first day, bro. I mean, he is a brat, so I would do the same, but still. Holding a gun directly in your face is the dumbest thing you can do. This fucking guy won't step back from a challenge either. Oh, so Kin like is the he's kind of the he's the actual psycho one out of these guys. These guys are they'll meme around, but Kin's he's actually a psycho. I guess that's why he's the next boss. Yeah, honestly, anyone would be like this. Imagine the fucking relief and fear just coursing through your body. Yeah, where's the protein? Bro, where's the protein? It's actually valid. Like, that's not food that a soldier should be eating. That's what he is, really. That's how they're training him. Okay, I see why Kin's in charge. So this guy's a bit fried in the brain a bit. And his dad's like, yeah, my oldest is not taking over 100%. So that's why Kin's in charge. Or he's going to be in charge after the dad dies. Bro, Porsche hasn't done one right thing this whole time since he's joined. Yeah, you're done for, Porsche. Let's see how you get out of this situation. I guess no one saw him piss in the pond, so it's hard to find out. Oh, they got a recording of it. Oh, they got a CCTV on the pond. I mean, that makes sense. Like having a CCTV of the mansion. I am curious why Big Boss wants Porsche so badly. I mean, it's better than getting shot or something. Also, Pete works for Big Bro.
คุณเลยแม่งแปลกทั้งผ่านแล้วมึงจะกระซิบทำไม
Wait,
ระวัง
wait.
ก่อน
Yeah, you can't talk shit about the bosses in fucking front of people.
กูเชื่อแล้วแม่งแปลกมึงยังแปลกเลยเฮ้ยแต่ว่าคุณคินนี่แปลกน้อยสุดละเพราะงี้ไงคุณกรณ์ถึงให้คุณคินรับช่วงต่อไม่งั้นตระกูลแม่งพังแน่
I'm curious about Little Bro. Cause like Big Bro is a bit, you know, traumatized, and so he's kind of maybe like he's kind of stuck as a kid almost, like in that type of mind state. That's what it seems like. You know, when sometimes someone goes through something so traumatic that they get kind of stuck in a certain age range before they get traumatized. That's kind of what it seems like with him. Kin's obviously taking over the business, but Little Bro seems to have kind of just distanced himself from the business and the family. I don't know if he distanced himself from the business or from the family, because Pete said Mr. Kim lives away from the family in the mansion. So I wonder if he's like, fuck the family business, I'm going to do my own thing type guy. Like he doesn't want to be involved, or what the story with him. I guess we'll see soon enough, but it's interesting. A good bodyguard at this point. Like I think the thing with being in charge that Porsche's going to learn, like he's like having fun with it right now, but it also means that anything that happens, all responsibility is on your shoulders. Like if someone shoots at Kin, it's your fault, no one else's, because you're in charge of his protection. Which is why I think like Big Boss was amused when he asked to be made leader.
ขอแก้วดึงไงน้องได้ครับนายผมอยากได้
Drinking on the job as well, Porsche. Yeah, Kin's definitely into him. I think he's just attracted to him, but
ตั้งแถววันใหม่วะวันนี้ตระกูลรองจะมาประชุมที่นี่
minor family.
ตระกูลรองกูจำได้ตอนกูอ่านในพรีเซนต์น่ะที่เขาเป็นน้องของ
Oh, okay.
เขาคือคุณกัน
So there's another branch of the family.
ของพวกเราก็ดีเนาะสองตระกูลเนี้ยเนี่ย
It's Kin's cousin. What if he was the guy in the bar then? Because we saw the guy in the bar had like short hair, so it could be him. And he gave like Porsche look as well, so it would make sense. So what was his name? Vegas. Oh, that was the guy we saw in the opening credits. I bet you he's I bet you he's the uncle's son, because Pete said Vegas is the oldest son. So yeah, bet you it's Vegas's little brother. Like Kin was like a normal dude. Like it almost seems he didn't even want to take over the family business when he was younger, but events happened. His older brother got kidnapped, traumatized. Don't know what's going on with his young brother, but he clearly doesn't want to be part of the family and like the business. And then Kin is really the only one left. Is like, there's my duty, maybe, I guess. But it sounds like he didn't really want to do this, like take over the family business and do all this shit. Based on what Pete's saying. Hey. So he is actually going to be taking care of Big Bro for the foreseeable future. Let's see. I think that will only last like 1 or 2 episodes. Okay, so that was episode 2. I feel like we're just kind of still setting up the groundwork of like what the family, like what's going on with the family and like who's who and like all that stuff is being set up. We got some more information. We met Big Bro, and we know that Kim is Little Bro. We don't know anything about him, but based on like the vibe he was giving off in the pit, like the image we saw in the credits scene, he doesn't look like he's, you know, not like a serious dude. Like, you know, he looks like a threatening dude. So I do think he's going to play some important role. And I'm curious why he's distanced himself from his family. I feel like there might be some interesting backstory with that. We haven't met the mum, so I'm thinking his mum probably passed away. But he does. Kin does say a line in episode 1. He says, "I take after my mum," which is interesting. So I don't know. I don't know if that has any importance or whatever, but that was something that was interesting to me. Okay, so what else happened in this episode that I'm just trying to think? Yeah, I feel like this episode, there wasn't a lot crazy like plot developments. It was more just introducing more characters, setting the groundwork. Oh, obviously we've met the kind of branch family, I guess. So Mr. Korn's younger brother and his sons, who Vegas we saw in the opening credits. So he's going to be a major character for sure. And we saw a kind of glimpse of Vegas doesn't seem to have the best relationship with his dad, because like his dad told him to just do what I say, and then he has this look on his face. So that's going to be interesting. I am curious if he's going to be like a villain character. I feel like they are setting up the secondary family or the minor family as villains right now, but we'll see how that all plays out. And I still don't know like why Big Boss is so obsessed with Porsche and continuously giving Porsche chances to learn and grow. And like, why is he so soft on him? There's got to be a deeper reason than I need to find a bodyguard for my heir, right? There's got to be something else there. I just don't know what it could be, but there's got to be some backstory there. Because even Kin and like even his brother, Mr. Korn's brother, was like, what? Why? This is out of character for you. Because even Kin said something, like he didn't say something, but I think it was episode 1, like near the end of episode 1. He gives his dad this strange look when he says Porsche can be, you know, in charge of the bodyguards that work for Kin. And he has this look on his face like, wait, this isn't like my old man at all. Like, why is he doing this? So yeah, there's something deeper there. I don't know what it is, but it is interesting for sure. Anyway, that was my reaction to episode 2 of Kinnporsche. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.